Sup, guys? Sup, guys? How's it going? Some new recent developments in my life. I figured why not talk about it. Um, it's an interesting one, honestly, because I never thought that this would be something that I would be contemplating. But for the first time, actually, probably since my dad died, I've been thinking to myself, maybe therapy would be a good idea. And I'm not gonna lie, I've really shut down therapy a lot. Like I've kind of talked down on therapy a lot in my life, mostly because I've done therapy here and there, and I never really experienced it to benefit me so much. Um, but I think that there's a couple reasons why it didn't benefit me. I think that the first reason was I didn't go into it with a conscious goal. Like I didn't go into it with an output that I was striving to obtain. I kind of was just like, well, I'm not really happy right now. Maybe therapy is going to help. And I would just go in there, and maybe also the therapist wasn't the best either in hindsight. I did like maybe 10 sessions, and it just seemed like a guy, a guy kind of just like trying to make conversation with me. It didn't seem like it benefited me at all. That was a few years ago. And also another reason that I've kind of shut down therapy is just that like I'm aware that the thoughts that we think to ourselves will manifest. So if we think negative thoughts, if we focus on the negative, then that's going to manifest, and I'm just going to feel negative. I'm going to feel down, and meanwhile, if I were to think positive, those thoughts would manifest, and I would be happier and more productive and stuff like that. And my idea on therapy has always been like, okay, therapy is a place where I go to and I talk about all the bad things that's happening to me. That's all I do. I just go there. I'm going to say, oh, I'm feeling down about this, and I'm feeling down about this. And then a person just listens to me, and that's all therapy is. And I want to say just like a few months ago, not even just a few weeks ago, I just felt like so lost, and there's just a bunch of different things that I feel like I could really use some help on. The main thing being, I feel like there's a lot of like childhood shit, like childhood trauma that hasn't been resolved, and they have been making themselves be known in my current life. For example, one thing, and it might sound silly, but it's not silly, is that I have a really unhealthy relationship with food. My weight fluctuates very much. I mean, I'll go up 20 pounds, down 20 pounds. In 1 year, I've been 205 and 160. Like, I go around a lot. It's either I'm eating nothing but garbage and I'm stuffing my face and I'm just indulging to the fullest, or I'm eating very strict, nothing but like chicken and rice and vegetables, and I'm working out every day. There's like no middle ground. It's always one way or another. And I didn't even start to contemplate this until a few weeks ago, but I thought, there's got to be a reason for this, because my sister struggles with food very much too. And then I start thinking about my childhood, and I'm like, oh yeah, my dad really kind of fucked us up with the food thing. He really did. One example, I remember my sister thought that he wasn't home, and my sister tried to go into the fridge and sneak. She tried to eat a Hershey's Kiss, maybe? Or no, just a chocolate chip. We have a bag of chocolate chips. She tried going in and getting a chocolate chip. My dad walked in, and he saw her in the fridge grabbing for a chocolate chip. And he screamed so fucking loud. You could hear him all throughout the entire house. He just absolutely went off on her. An example that happened with me, I remember one year I was on a cruise. I was probably like 11 or 12. And I ordered a burger. And I knew, for whatever reason, I knew I could eat the burger, but I wasn't allowed to eat the fries. But the burger came with fries. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get the burger, and I'm just not going to eat the fries. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was walking around on the pool deck. I was eating my burger, leaving the fries to the side. Which, by the way, I mean, the burger is not really healthier than fries. I don't remember why the rule was that, but that's what the rule was. And I'm walking around on the pool deck, and then my dad sees me. and he comes up to me and he sees my tray of food and fucking smashes that shit out of my hands all over on the floor, just food everywhere in front of like the friends I had made on the ship too. And it was so embarrassing and like traumatizing. And like this was the kind of shit that my sister and I would go through frequently. We weren't allowed to eat anything unhealthy except for one day. Every Saturday we were allowed to get some ice cream, and that was a really big deal for us. And now, years later, man, like it's really manifested itself in my eating habits. I can't seem to find a healthy balance with my food. It seems whenever I allow myself to eat something that's not necessarily the healthiest for me, I have to indulge. Like if I eat one cookie, now I've got to eat like the whole box. And now that I've eaten the whole box, well, I've already fucked myself that much. I might as well go to the store and get some ice cream or go buy a pizza. And I just absolutely go crazy. And I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to find a solution to this. I want to get into the reason why I'm like this. And I want to find like a solution, a long-term solution, because like I've mentioned in previous videos, I have an accountability thing with a buddy of mine, and that's been nice. But like what happens later on in my life, like when I can't just do an accountability thing with a friend? Like what happens when I have like a wife and kids? Am I going to be checking in with Elijah every day, making sure that neither of us are fucking up on our things? It's just not sustainable. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a large wound. And it's been working, but it's just the second that starts to crack, it's gonna shatter. And I, even like last year, late December, I broke my contract and I had failed. And for the entire month of December, I indulged and binged on every single thing in that contract that I wasn't supposed to be doing, all of it. And so that I'd like to work on that. My indulgences and binges, whether it's food or just anything. Even like my dad had a really bad shopping problem. He would like buy so much stuff. Believe it or not, I never thought this would ever happen to me, but like that's been happening to me, like with stupid things that I never thought I would ever want or need. I'm just like wanting to buy. I'm like, why? Why am I doing that? I want to get to the bottom of that. I would really like to fix that because it's been kind of weighing me down. Another thing that I feel like I could benefit from therapy is, I don't know, like this self-sabotage thing. It's like if I do one thing that's wrong, and what is this like right and wrong thing that these standards that I've set for myself, like why must it be right or wrong? Why can't things just be okay? Like why must I suffer for eating a cookie or for not writing for a day? Like why if I journal every day for 2 months, why if I don't journal for one day, why can't I journal again? Like why if I stop one day, why does it take another 2 months for me to get back into journaling? Why does that happen to me? Or with my nightly routine or with anything like that? It's like if I mess up one time, I tell myself, all right, well, I already fucked up. So I might as well just fuck up as much as I can until it's time for me to stop fucking up again. And then I'll be good again until I fuck up. And it's just like these ups and downs and ups and downs. And it's no way to live. And yes, I found a lot of like short-term success, but it's also met with short-term depression and just struggle. And I would really like to find, like, I can't imagine just going like 5 years like healthy and like not feeling like all over the place with my weight or with my creative ventures or with my routine or my lifestyle in general. Like I would love just some consistency and like hopefully some sort of therapy where the thing that like the objective is like to develop healthier habits and to get to the nitty gritty and to get to the source of some of these habits of mine and nip them in the bud. That way later on in my life, I can actually like really enjoy myself, or at least be at peace, and not be in a constant battle with myself. So yeah, I mean, I say that I'm contemplating therapy. I'm not contemplating it. I've decided that that's what I'm gonna do. I finally got health insurance. I've lived in New York for a year and a half now. Never had health insurance. I just got it a couple weeks ago because November was right when I was able to register. So I have health insurance. Just got my paperwork about a week ago. So now I'm going to be able to find a therapist. And I actually really look forward to it. Honestly, I really look forward to it. I look forward to potentially resolving these issues that I've been struggling with for my entire life. I really look forward to it. So, yeah, thank you. Thanks for indulging in me and listening to my little spiel here. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's my video. Have a great day or a night. Thank you for watching.